You're listening to episode 69 of the Celtic Craic podcast.
Giggity. Are we on?
69 is funny.
So on.
69.
That must be the first intro that Mikey didn't say the very.
Yeah. Mikey, you ruined it.
No, I didn't ruin it.
You never said the very 69th.
Sure, so maybe I'm changing up, you know.
You've evolved.
Yeah.
Well,
Jeez,
you
like a Pokemon.
do have a shaved head at the moment.
I do,
Oh,
Mikey shaved his head. Mad bastard.
getting in with the trends. Mikey Tree hair.
Mikey had some mop of hair, man. Anyone who was following on Snapchat at Celtic Pod would have seen. I took a picture of him when I had the back and sides done, and I had about 8 inches on top.
Was it top boy? You wanted to leave the top on?
Yeah.
You want to
Leave him
leave
with
the
the
top
top.
and the bay.
Leave it like this because I'm the top boy. Hey. Yeah, fucking hell, man. Welcome back, everyone, anyway, to a very steamy, fucking roasting hot CCP episode.
It's
I'm
biting.
sweating. It's about 400 degrees in here at least,
Yeah.
I'd say.
And everybody is out. The place, the town, and everywhere is absolutely fucking jam-whacked.
Buzzing out there, yeah.
It's fucking no social distancing is going on. whatsoever.
Nah, man, social distancing is after being forgotten about all over the place, but it looks
Yeah.
things like there's so
I've
many
seen
mad things
fucking
after.
countless just groups of people today. Now
Yeah,
alone.
everywhere, man. Fucking like I'm looking on social media and Snapchat and all that, and everyone's at the beach. Like beaches are busy, like
Partying and strong.
groups of people.
I knew
yeah.
that was going to happen though. As soon as some
Yeah.
bit of restrictions started getting lifted, everyone's going to go, oh yeah, over
Yeah.
now.
We'll get knocked back now again.
Yeah. Another fucking swarm of it now.
It's a fucking disaster, isn't it?
All we can do is hope it doesn't happen. Because I just want life to go back to fully fucking normal.
I know, yeah. The longer you kind of fucking ignore the rules and shit, like if it happens, like if it is a thing that the fucking numbers of people getting infected now starts rising again, then we're definitely just going to get knocked back to the beginning of phase one again
back
or
and we'll go
whatever.
do this phase again.
Yeah.
Have to repeat.
It's fucking ridiculous, man. But it's fucking, I don't know, there's a lot of good signs lately as well, like things are kind of coming back to normal a bit, like, you know, even like I know there's probably too many people out around, but like there's more and more businesses opening up every day.
Yeah.
Even driving around the town, it's a bit of normality, like, you know.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a couple of places that fucking won't. Like I've seen a couple of shop windows now that are just fully cleared. Like you can tell that the shops are just closing. Like
It's fucked, isn't it?
yeah,
I'm wondering how was that happening, like, I don't know, like,
because there might have been places there like that were just fucking surviving, like, you know, week by week for a while. It might be going through a bad patch or whatever, like, and then this happens and it's just like, okay, we can't survive anymore.
that's
You know,
mad.
even if it was a case where they were getting fucking the payment off the government or whatever like that, it just might still not be enough for them. Like, you know, it might be people with massive fucking
I'd
bills
say-
and families and shit.
Yeah, I'd say depending on the type of business as well, there's probably an awful lot of businesses that would have had a lot of stock
Yeah,
in stock, like at the time when this happened, and it's just left there and they can't do anything with it.
yeah.
So they've probably lost thousands that way then as well.
Yeah, there's a lot that's not. There's a lot that is not going online. Like,
Exactly. Yeah. Imagine you had like an ice cream shop or something like that one in town,
yeah,
and then you had to lock down, and you just have like ice cream sitting there,
yeah. I want to be next day delivery, like, wouldn't it?
anything at all.
But yeah, food places, man.
Do you know,
Fucking hell,
loads
they
of
must have
places,
lost
yeah.
a lot on that stuff that goes out of date.
Yeah,
now,
there's a lot of smaller shops and all that kind of had to close. Like, I don't know.
I wonder would any of them, we'll just say the dodgier takeaways around. I wonder would any of them now be fucking chancing it, like, and selling stuff that's fucking gone out of date and shit, like,
Oh, sure.
because they had them sitting there, like, you know, like,
Yeah. Yeah, dodgy. Maybe avoid the ones that are freshly opened for a
Yeah.
while. Pro tip.
Yeah, the ones that look like they get cleaned every night, maybe they'll be alright, but the other ones, not so much.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of positive signs around the place though. I like that. Like, do you know what I've noticed as well? The place is absolutely spotless around town. You drive around or whatever and just look around, like the roads are spotless. Everyone's out, like all the shop fronts have all been washed, and that's the one thing about this. It's giving people time to do stuff that they've been putting on the long finger for ages. It's like, now I finally have time to do it. Everyone's houses are fucking in tip-top condition and
doing up the
gardens, yeah, and all this crack. Like, it's brilliant. It's handy, like that. Like, I don't know, man. Do you not think it would be a good idea if they just had like a lockdown for a month every year?
A month?
You would hate that then, would you?
I'd say so. Maybe.
See?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I suppose if it was fucking... Nah, I wouldn't like lockdown.
like
maybe a month off work.
Yeah, but like lockdown, most things, like, you know, I just enjoyed.
I hate the fact that I can't fucking go anywhere farming.
Oh yeah, no, but not that side of it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go wherever you want,
right,
but
okay.
everything stops. Like,
yeah.
everything just like a fucking little reset period, like, you know, where you just like, right, you just get to do all the shit that you haven't got time to do, like.
Yeah.
Because when you're working there and you're busy, if you have kids and you're doing fucking this, that, and the other thing, like, you're just...
Yeah, it's just life is just like, oh my God, give me
it's relentless,
break.
like.
Initially, in the month of August, most of the industries close down for the full month, like everyone just goes on holidays.
They do?
Fuck off.
What's that called?
I don't know.
It's like probably called like...
Hollybops.
Hollybops. Babba-da-boopy. That's a fucking great idea, like. I think that's class, like, just to fucking, you know, chill out for a while.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Instead of just go all year long. Work, sleep, pay your taxes, shut up, don't ask questions. Do you know, this kind of vibe, like, be cool to just have a month. Even if it was December, would probably be cooler in the summer, but we never know when we're going to get a summer or not. Like,
for
so.
The summer. We're getting our fucking summer now.
Yeah, Jesus
These
Christ.
last couple of days. I'd be happy, like, no, when we have a couple of weeks good heat, like, just a couple of weeks with, like, patchy good heat, I'd just like, that's summer, that's grand.
Yeah.
Whereas if we don't get these at all, I'm just kind of like, when's the summer? Like,
didn't have any.
I think we're so used to not actually getting like months of fucking good weather that it's just like when we do get a bit, it's just like, here's the good weather now. This is grand.
It makes it very hard to sit in fucking home.
Yeah. Hey, you, take off your top and go to the off license. Let's see your prison tattoos.
Why were the off licenses allowed to stay open?
It's essential, man.
Why is it essential?
For alcoholics, I suppose.
Really?
Yeah,
is that actually the reason?
I don't know. Like, you couldn't stop selling fags and things like that if
what
people
about
are
kleptomaniacs?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's illegal though. I suppose so is drugs. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be robbing other off license, but I can't.
Yeah, no, I suppose though. I was only thinking about that as well. Like, they couldn't really close down off licenses, like, because there are fucking alcoholics, like, and what are they going to do?
Yeah.
People go after game,
and it's not even that thin as well. It's a high risk for people to just stop drinking. Cold turkey, like. Yeah.
Shock to the system.
So there is actually, there is actually alcoholics who need to drink, however fucking mad that sounds like.
Exactly.
But I suppose, just closing off licenses is not just an option, like, is it? Did you hear there's meant to be takeaway pints this weekend?
Takeaway pints?
Yeah.
What's that?
A pub in Cork doing it, wasn't it?
There's one in Ireland doing it. In Limerick doing it, in Ireland.
Oh.
There's one in Limerick. No, it was on the fucking paper, like.
I thought you were saying like points, P-O-I. I was like, pints for takeaways, what?
Taken away. You can get takeaway pints and they're putting them into like a plastic pints of Guinness now. Like, I don't know like what
Fine
Guinness
drink.
Do you drink Guinness, Mikey?
Yeah, but not in this heat though.
Too heavy.
I saw them, like, they had like a couple of them stacked up, but it was like a slushy fucking container.
Yeah.
So the Guinness was in that, and then they'd stick the cap on it then, so it's not going to go flying or whatever, like. But
and who's doing this, like pubs?
One pub was mentioned anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, I think it was the other day, and they were saying that they're going to be doing it for this bank holiday weekend, like, so they've probably been doing it all weekend.
That's weird, like.
But I haven't heard of anyone getting them or anything like that, no.
There's definitely one pub inside in town that could do something like that anyway. There's two at least, I suppose, where they have a good outside area.
Yeah, I
know. Down by the river.
But if you had then you just have people fucking
fucking
swarming, they'd be just sitting there drinking them. They're not good.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even be classed as takeaway. But this other place now, you wouldn't be fucking sitting outside it at all, like.
Yeah.
Not in the city centre, like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Like, fucking.
I could mention them, but why should I?
Yeah, exactly. not paying you.
Yeah. Fuck you, pay me.
Yeah, fuck you, pay me. Yeah, I don't know. It's an odd one. Do you know what I have noticed?
No.
As well, for the last while, women talking about going for pints.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, constantly, like pints.
Not even half pints.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the point I was going to make. Like, doesn't that look wrong? What?
The half pint you're going to make.
Pint, yeah. Doesn't that look wrong? Like a pint in a woman's hand.
Maybe,
it's too big, like, isn't it?
Too masculine, is it?
Unless you had a rugby.
It is masculine, yeah. Women will say, no, that's sexist, but then again, go and meet a fella who's drinking half pints and see what she thinks.
Or a fella who's drinking Wicked and see, do you know?
Oh yeah, that's fucking actually common enough.
So anyone who's offended by what Eugene just said, and I'm not going to fucking back up on it all, it's nothing got to do with me. Just, if you think like, the cheek of him saying that, I can't drink a pint. Okay, imagine your fella so drinking a bottle of Smirnoff Ice with you in public, in the pub.
Exactly,
and then be like, oh, that's what I mean. Oh,
yeah, okay. It just looks odd, like, doesn't it?
And it like, that's what, like, it looks odd with a fella drinking that as well, so we're saying that too. So we're not just
exactly,
saying,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like if you said to a woman, women shouldn't be drinking pints, it's wrong.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, fuck you, could do anything a man does, blah, blah, blah. So, like, okay, so imagine if you're a woman, imagine you met a man off Tinder or whatever, you meet up with him for drinks, he goes up to the bar and he orders a half pint and starts sipping it away in front of you.
Yeah, or a Smirnoff Ice and get you a pint.
Yeah, and you're just looking at him like, why didn't you get a fucking pint? Yeah. It's like women would do think that's wrong as well.
A proper man's man, then, like, you know, and he's talking about fucking, I don't know, man things. What do men talk about? Sport or something? And then he comes down with his little fucking
little half pint and he's like sipping away.
West Coast cooler.
Yeah. But that's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
I think it's a size thing as well. Like men's hands are way bigger than women's in general. Like, and just a little woman's hand with a big huge pint just looks weird. Like, it's I don't know. And then a man with a little fucking half pint is like, what are you doing? Like,
it would make you look big, though, wouldn't it?
Yo, the size of him, he must be
like,
huge.
Like, I'll pressure one and get a half pint.
Yeah.
Like, why did you drink a half pint? Well, fucking full pint, you're full.
Yeah, my hands are huge. Hands are massive. Yeah, do you remember fucking in Australia, Mikey? Schooners, yeah. Pints are rare over there, like.
Oh, what was that? Were they bottles or pints?
I think no, it's a glass, like, but it's like,
about the same
is it even
in your hand there now? Like,
but it's shaped like a pint glass. Do you know, remember like the old Guinness pint glasses where they have the little ridge at the little bulge comes out near the top. But it's small, like it's about fucking half the size.
Yeah.
And that's all they give you over there, like. Yeah. And I used to always feel like I was like, what are you doing, man, giving me this? I was like, if you're not got pints, no? And they were like, no, schooners.
But a lot of
everything, yeah.
Most places, yeah.
But most places will give you like 3 schooners and then a big jug. And you'd pour away yourself.
Yeah.
What, the glass is called a schooner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there not a drink called that?
Oh, no. It's that size glass is a schooner. Like,
a unit of a glass.
I can see a logo and everything. Will you look that up when you get a chance, Mike? You just maybe just put in
Schweppes.
Like, is it Schweppes I'm thinking of? No, I could swear there's fucking
West Coast cooler.
For like, what about that one? No, wine. Look at it, Mikey. If you go back into the
schooner. Oh, yeah. No, go back there.
It said
the first one. It said, oh no, it looks schooner glass.
When you were in when you were searching, it popped up as a suggestion.
Yeah, like over there anyway, it's the size of a fucking
It came up as when you typed in schooner, wine came up after it.
Yeah, schooner
Press
wine.
space now.
Yeah, schooner wine, Tesco. No.
See?
What we say? Come on.
No.
Is that actually called schooner?
Say schooners on it? Or schooners? What's the first
one there?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake, Google Images, come on.
It says
it's actually called schooner, is it?
See?
Yeah, well, over there anyway, it's just it's a glass size, like, it's not exactly a half pint. I think it's a little bit more or a little bit less than a half pint, but it just looks so fucking stupid, like. And I forgot about that. They'd usually know if you want, you could go up and buy a big jug of cider or whatever, and they give you the schooner glasses then, so you just fill your glasses, like, you might fill 4 of them out of a jug or whatever.
I'd rather, a jug, I don't know, that's weird. It's very Spanish,
jugs.
Is it?
Yeah,
very holidays, like.
Yeah, it is holiday vibe all the time over there, though.
Yeah, just when you were saying about Schweppes a minute ago, I just thought of that joke. For like, met a girl at the bar, I bought her a tonic water, Schwepped her off her feet.
Yeah. I was trying to remember what the joke was. Schwepped her off her feet.
Like.
Yeah, I don't know. Pints anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Women drinking pints, just nah.
Do you like pints at all?
Yeah, cider, like. Drink a pint of cider now, alright. Or get an old pint bottle and a glass with ice. Either way, but I prefer a pint bottle, like.
Yeah, do you know what I prefer now? The actual long neck.
Yeah.
Just drink it out of that.
Yeah, it depends, I suppose. Depends now.
Do you remember that girl that looked like she would drink a pint, but now she doesn't look like she's drinking a pint?
Yeah. Adele.
I'd drink her pint.
Adele's after losing about
7 stone.
14 stones in a day. She lost 14 stone in a day. She had to drink her own piss. New diet.
She actually looks fair well, doesn't she?
Yeah, watch her there, like. Fucking, show us the top one again there, Mikey.
Hello.
Hello, Adele, huh?
Hello, boys.
Hello from the other side.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you.
Yeah.
But you know that young fella in
7 stone she lost.
That's fucking good, no, right? 7 stone. But the young fella in Coronation Street, man, he's after losing 10 stone since lockdown began, he said.
10 stone?
Going to him, Mikey, what's his name?
He's probably screwed now, so.
Red hair fiend off Coronation Street, type in. No. It's the other fellow who was working in the kebab shop with Chesney, though.
Red-headed bastard.
He was a heavy-set gentleman. No, but he's after losing about 10 stone, and he makes out that he's going to have to wear a fat suit now when he goes back to Coronation Street. That's what he said, and he's after dyeing his hair.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So, and he said since lockdown began, he's after losing 10 stone.
Yeah, that's fucking madness, man. That can't be healthy.
Go to that one picture up there with the top left one, Mikey, yeah?
Yeah, Coulson Smith. Is that how you pronounce it? Coulson?
Yeah, I can't remember his name in the up.
Coronation Star Coulson Smith.
Even go into the one next to that, Mikey, where he's wearing the shorts. That one, look like his legs and all are just pure fucking.
That's madness, man. How the fuck do you lose 10
No,
stone that fast?
He looks as good as my legs, like, doesn't he look?
Whilst he's showing a bit of leg there, want to get on YouTube and have a look.
But yeah, fucking fair play to him, like, that's fair going. But yeah, so
like, how long has this been? I have no idea how long this has even been going on.
I always judge it by. I was judging it by Paddy's Day, because Paddy's Day was the first thing that got cancelled.
Right.
Paddy's Day parades now didn't go ahead, so I think it was March. So I'm saying half of March.
Yeah.
All of June or
April.
April. Oh my God, wait, June. All of April, all of May. So about 2.5 months is what I'm judging it by. I don't know though.
Fuck yeah. It's probably closer to the 3, I'd say, since all the talk and everything started.
Yeah,
people kind of started getting worried and staying at home.
But yeah, so what happened was they're after stopping filming Coronation Street because of all this. And so they obviously have to pick up where they left off in the show.
Yeah.
And then he's there with this massive fucking transformation. So I'd say he said that's what he came out and said, like, I think I'm going to have to wear a fat suit when I go back, and that's what they're called, like, is a fucking fat suit.
Yeah.
And he said I might have to wear a wig as well. But
for fuck's sake.
I'd say what'll happen is they'll probably have little clips of him now. They probably won't show much of him. They're going to have clips of him going, oh, I'm going to get into shape. And you'll see him sitting on a curb or something bollocks, you know, he's really trying or whatever, and then they'll just gradually fucking put him back to his weight. Then, like, you know, they'll gradually lower the suit that he's wearing or whatever the fuck, like, and then it's just like, oh, look, well, he's after losing all his weight, like.
Jesus, though, man, how the fuck do you lose that much? Like, he must have got lipo or something, did he?
I don't know. But anyway, back to Adele.
Yeah, Adele is looking well.
Yeah.
Adele is looking well.
Well.
And this is just, this is a few weeks ago anyway, this story came out, wasn't it?
See that picture down there? Oh, Mike,
fell in the corner was humping.
That was me, looking at Adele.
Don't hump.
Watch.
He's fake in the air.
This is me when I see a picture of Adele.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's fucking, everyone's losing weight. They're all fucking mad into it. Some people are putting it up. Who cares at the end of the day, isn't it?
Fair play,
In the throw, an awful lot of people getting into their healthy old buzzes as well. Yeah. Especially me. I'm fucking just all about that stuff now these days. I'm living that fitness life. I was out for a cycle earlier on. I'd be going walking, cycling, lifting, jumping, fucking just trying to stay active. Just, I don't know. I was way too lazy there for a long time. Way too lazy. No need of it, like.
No.
Not even lazy, but just living a stupid lifestyle where I was too busy all the time to be even thinking about doing anything fucking physical, like.
No, a bit of a wind down now and a slow down of life is good, isn't it?
That's why, that's what I'm saying. Something like that should happen every year, boy. Where we just get time to actually take a break and think about things.
Yeah, but
even if you did nothing else other than think.
But the economy though would struggle, wouldn't it? Because of it.
They could set it up somehow.
Yeah, but then we're going to have to get fucking payments off the government and shit to keep us going.
Yeah, that'd be grand.
But the government don't want to do that.
Fuck them.
One of the Scandinavian countries, I think Finland, they only work like an average of 6 hours a day compared to us. Like,
oh yeah.
And because of that, people are out and spending money around the town instead.
Oh fuck it, yeah.
So it works out even better that people work less.
Yeah.
On a continuous basis.
That would definitely be the case, like, wouldn't it?
Do you know what else? 2 people could do the job of 1 person, so there'd be more people in employment as well.
Yeah.
So if you had fucking...
which is not good for the company, though.
Why? Because you have someone working all day.
I suppose if you're doing the same amount of hours
12 hours, if you were open 12 hours in the day, we'll just say, or even not even that or whatever, and just had 1 person doing half of the day and the other person doing the other half, then you have 2 people employed for 1 shift, whereas you would be paying 1 person and you would pay 2.
Yeah, it would be nice as well if you were like working
help with the old unemployment rate as well. Like,
if you were working from 8 to 2, like, you're probably going to go to town or whatever at 2 o'clock and fucking spend a few quid, like. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Thank me later, Scandinavia.
Or whatever, or whoever you are.
Thank me later.
Yeah, man, fucking, what else has been going on? There was someone, who was that you have there? Oh, yeah, I was just going to say it, but I was literally just about to mention this for that clash of the Tysons. Tyson Fury says he's accepted Mike Tyson fight and shouted, hell yeah, when bout with former champion was offered. that's just madness now, that talk.
He's
like.
named after him, like, that's fucked up.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine the original Tyson wanting to fight Tyson Fury, like.
Yeah.
That's just...
And is this real, like?
I don't know, man. Like, the last I heard, that Bare Knuckle FC were offering Mike Tyson 20 million to fight Vanderlei Silva. He's an ex-UFC heavyweight, like.
Yeah.
I said Tyson would
in a boxing match,
slap the head off him. Yeah.
Bare Knuckle, is it?
Must be, yeah.
Fuck.
So, if it was just straight boxing, Tyson would murder him. Like, Tyson is still murder most heavyweights, I'd say.
They're both called Tyson, are they? Oh,
yeah,
no, sorry.
Mike Tyson and then Tyson
okay,
Fury.
yeah.
So I'm saying Mike Tyson, like, if Mike Tyson is coming back, because this is what the big story is about, that Mike Tyson is making a comeback.
Yeah.
He's in serious shape, like, and he's putting up videos of himself training. See him hitting the pads. Oh, man. What age is he? Did I say he's 53? Yeah, I thought he was 50. 53, like.
Oh, yeah, I was thought then, like, just by looking at him, I don't know, he just doesn't look threatening or something.
Yeah, see him fighting them, man.
No.
Jesus Christ. Like, I had every one of his fights on DVD as well.
Oh, yeah?
Back in the day growing up, I used to watch him all the time. So, he's so vicious. Like, it was for a long time in his career, no one made it past the first round. Like,
yeah.
He was sparking everyone straight away. He just went in for the kill straight away. Like,
is this a recent photo now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks fair fucking in shape, doesn't he?
Yeah, he is. Like, look at that. That's him there now.
Yeah.
And like, there's photos of him from a few years ago where he was like way out of shape. Like, he just wasn't doing any training or anything. Like,
sporting a little beard and everything nowadays just to change it up.
He's
a bit,
a podcast and all. He's a podcast.
You were saying that, yeah? No, I didn't see it all.
It's good. Boxing. He's a bit of a lunatic, like, isn't he? He'd be talking away there on his podcast half times. The next thing he gets into a certain topic that he feels strongly about, and he gets all emotional and he's crying and everything, and he's like, I was an animal, you know, I didn't like the guy that I was back then and all this, and he's getting all fucking like worked up. You're like, Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, he's talking about like he's a bit of a psychopath and all this, and he hates his old self and the way he used to live his life and all this. Like, he said the best thing that happened to him was smoking weed. He's mad into smoking weed now because he said it just chilled him out.
Stormzy came out the other day and said, if you're having mental health issues, maybe stop smoking weed and see it as a help you.
Yeah.
It divided everyone in the fucking comments anyway. There's loads of people saying, totally agree, used to smoke weed for years, every day, abused it, blah, blah, blah. Since I stopped smoking, my mental health has been way better and blah, blah, blah. And I sent it to somebody who used to smoke weed all the time, and they said the same thing. I know they don't. And they said the same thing. Yeah, he's dead right. He said, that's the same with me. He said, my head was all over the place when I was smoking, and now that I don't smoke, it's fucking different. But there was people commenting in going, I actually started smoking weed to help my mental health, and it's been good for me and blah, blah, blah. But
it all depends, man. It all depends on how you're using it in your relationship with it. Like, because
it depends on the person.
Like he said, Stormzy said, like, whenever he used to get depressed, he'd sit in his room all day and smoke weed. That's what he used to do. Like, that's not going to help anyone. Like, do you know what I mean? You're just fucking sitting there, just nothing's getting better. Like, do you know what I mean? Making things worse. So, like, if you are someone who just smokes a joint here and there or whatever, fair enough. But, like, smoking it all day in your room,
everybody different.
Doing anything all day in your fucking room anyway. Like, even if you're drinking or if you're playing video games, even.
Faking.
Jesus Christ, man. People got mad into these video games these days. I could not sit in a room and play video games.
No.
I can't sit in a room and do anything really. Like, I couldn't sit down watching telly all day either.
No.
So,
well, I have done that for a bit in this lockdown, like, but not too much, like, not all day, like.
Yeah,
but I've spent a lot of time in my room watching telly.
I don't even have TV channels, like, so I don't sit down and just watch
I just watch something, like.
At this business is sitting down and just see what's on telly. Like, if I'm at home during the day, the telly's not on, like.
Yeah.
It's just not, like, it's not a thing that I have any interest in, like.
Yeah.
There's fucking loads of other shit you could be doing. No, clean the house or something. Clean yourself.
Handstands.
Practice your backflips.
Yeah.
Get out in the back garden and practice backflips. Who's this fella?
Back garden flips.
Oh, that's Tyson still, is it?
Tyson with his tiger.
Yeah, he was the original Tiger King, wasn't he?
Yeah, he we were talking about that, weren't we? He realised a while down the line or whatever of having the tiger that it was a bad thing to have around the house, so he got rid of him.
It took him a while of owning a tiger to figure that out. I could tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I've never owned a tiger. I do not want one around the house.
No.
Mad bastard. He used to be messing with him, like mess fighting and all that. Like,
yeah, there's some sparing him there.
And they're grand, like, to a certain point, like, do you know, if you raise them, like, from fucking when they were born, yeah, they'd be alright to a certain point, but then there's always like, always just
they
the fucking,
can always get in a bad mood or anything like that. They forget about all that. It's
or
the
you
same.
might step on his tail by accident one day or something.
There's people like that, people that raise their sons like all their life, and then all of a sudden the son gets drunk and comes in home and tries to hit his father, like, and like, what? I raised you, I gave you the money for that drink that you were drunk off. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden,
that's the thing about it, yeah. If a tiger decides to turn on you,
go for a drink.
You're fucked, like, yeah. If a tiger comes in drunk one night, you're fucked. Wrecked the place.
Oh man,
You're inside in bed and you just hear great downstairs and all this crack.
it is boiling.
It is fucking Nile boiling.
It's like Benna, isn't it? It's like him over in fucking, or Benny, is
Maga.
that what they call it? It's over in Maga with
Benny,
my girls.
Maga. Oh man.
Oh, lads above in Dublin. I was meant to go on a holiday next month and now I can't go.
Ah, telp.
And I haven't been out of the country in. I let the listeners guess, right?
Yeah.
Come on, tell us what you think.
6 years.
Place bet now. Oh.
13 or 14 years I haven't been outside the country in. I not even an Iron Island have I touched off in that long.
Ah, man.
Near a bit of an island.
You should definitely go to an
I was down in
island.
the island, all right, a couple of times.
Down the islands, grand.
Island, right? But that's my closest thing to a holiday was going down the island.
Yeah, that is a separate island, like, so.
Yeah.
Fucking
We're at King's Island 2 weeks.
King's Island 2 weeks, yeah. Down to Island. Fucking what you call it? Aran Islands. Were you there before, did you say?
I was there with school years ago.
Years ago, yeah.
We went down to that big rusty busted ship at the start of Farrahead. Went down to that. There's loads of empty cans in it.
That's on Inisherin, no?
I don't
There's
know.
Inisherin and Inishman.
We were on the biggest one and we were on the smallest one.
Yeah, Inisherin and Inishmore.
We weren't on the intermediate one.
Yeah. Inishman.
Yeah, we camped out over there to both times.
Oh, yeah.
Class, rented bikes and that was it then.
Yeah, the far class chalets now you can rent out over there now on Inishmore.
Yeah.
Savage. Like the view though, man, the scenery over there and everything is just unreal. Like it's literally like going back in time.
That was class though. Like we were going down along on the bikes and next thing we just cycled along and there's this big fuck off ship. And we're thinking like, what the fuck is this like? And it's on the shore. Did you go on it?
No, I didn't go around that island.
Like
no.
I don't even remember like any of the teachers or the leaders or whatever that was there with us like saying like, oh, wait until you see this now, that's the ship.
Yeah.
It was like in my memory I just remember cycling along on the fucking footpath like and then look and see this big cunt of a ship and you're thinking, what the fuck? I think we had to cross a couple of fields to get to it. Ball of fields over it obviously like, and then we just like went over and like climbed up through the gap in the side of it where it was crashed like and just looking around like and people were on drinking cans in it like there was just cans thrown all over the place like. After that I found out, oh, this is the one that started Farrahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, did you say that already? You know what?
Yeah,
that one,
yeah.
like, yeah, the whole thing, I don't know why, like, I don't know how it really got associated so much with Farrahead, like the whole Craggy Island thing.
Because they
didn't actually shoot it there, like. His house isn't there.
They shot a lot of it there, I
that
think.
house is actually out near Loop Head or someplace like that.
Yeah, it's not. It's on. It's on the mainland, like, isn't it? It's not. Like,
I think a lot of the filming is done in the airlines, no?
I don't know, is it?
But I know that.
Didn't think so.
I know that. The house and like if they have a house scene or whatever, a garden scene, that's shot there. But like, I've never even seen the road outside the house on the actual show, like, because it's a fucking way over there.
No, I've seen loads of pictures though.
Yeah, but when you see the pictures of it, right, not the way you see people like reversed up to the gate and shit like that. It's on a very severe bend, like.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't think it from looking at people's pictures. Like I pulled up there last time, and I reversed into the gate and got a picture like everyone fucking does. But when you're coming down to it, like you're literally coming down along the road going, nah, it's definitely not along here. Anyway, this is a completely wrong road. And then you just go around this sharp bend, you're like, oh wait, we're here. It's just, it's pure weird, like, because it's just you wouldn't be expecting it to be fucking where it is, like.
Yeah, I don't know. I was under the impression that they didn't film any of it over on the island, like.
No, everything on the inside was actually done in London, like the.
Was it in London? Yeah,
yeah. All
Channel
the stuff,
4.
Yeah, all the studios, the inside of the rooms.
But so I knew that. I knew there was obviously a studio for the inside of the house. I knew that was outside the house was there. I think it's near Ennistimon or something like that. But I thought everything else was actually filmed on one of the islands. I don't know. I might be wrong now.
A lot of it was done in the Borden anyway, like, you know. I remember the fun fair and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. There might be some of it.
Fucking about, isn't it?
There'll definitely be Farrahead fanatics listening. Because
and just screaming at
a lot of us will. So if anyone knows, just comment and let us know. Was any of it actually shot on the Iron Islands, or were they just using the aerial shot of the island and the start of it to make it look like it was?
Yeah, because it's supposed to be set on an island, like, but I don't know if they fucking actually filmed it. But even on Inishmore, then, like, there's all, like, you know, all these Farrahead things. It's a TED Fest every year.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a right old crack. Like, I was never there for that. But
that's why it's associated with it, because they made out like there were these little fucking priests on this shitty little island.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Like they've a little one berth caravan there, and it's painted green and white, and it's like Craggy Island tourist office. It's a little caravan, like, fuck's sake.
Did you say before that there's some island there where people like put on their Halloween costumes and they don't tell each other who
that's
I am
it.
and all this like?
That's the Iron Islands,
What?
yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
They
is
take
that?
Halloween seriously, like.
Is it a fucking like a swingers party?
Nah. It's like similar, I suppose, in that aspect. But no, they're just big into the whole Halloween thing, like the ancient tradition of it, like, you know, like for anyone who doesn't know, like the Irish started Halloween, like back in the day. What they used to do was like they'd be working on their costumes for weeks, like leading up to it now, like, and they don't tell anyone what they're going to be because I suppose in case someone copies
That's
or
fairly
whatever.
class, like.
And then as well, so on the night, you go in home and you get changed and you come out onto the streets and like we'd all meet up in the pubs and all that, and I could be, you know, looking at you and I wouldn't know it was you, like.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That would be class.
Mental, trying to find your friends.
It's like the Halloween version of Secret Santa.
Yeah.
You end up fucking hanging around with loads of people you don't even know.
Exactly, yeah, you're like just assuming that's about that.
Yeah.
That tall fella, that must be Mikey.
It's a bit like the Purge.
Huh?
It's a bit like the Purge.
I'd be just standing
Is it?
inside there and just fucking hiding over in the corner, looking around at everyone, and just be like, copper pipe. just see who turns around. Then like, it'll be
Yeah,
some
it's
laughter.
weird.
Oh man, that'd be good. No, I'd like to do that. We should do that here.
Yeah, and I think they even
I'll
tried.
sit down, our own seats and everything. They don't know who it is. Phone and everything the same. And keep
Folks,
pulling up in the car. I can have a
Boys having
clue
the
who I am.
clue. Oh man, yeah, I think they avoid speaking and everything. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I think it's a kind of a thing where, like, you know, if you get caught out or whatever, I don't know, fuck.
You
But
get
sure,
shot.
how would you catch someone out then? You have to speak or whatever to say, you're
Someone could
definitely
do
Walshy.
Someone could do their signature dance move or something like that. Like if Carlton was there, he'd be like, it's you.
Yeah, but say like if we were all doing it now
Yeah.
and I thought you were you, I'd have to say something like, so then I'm outing myself, like.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
So I suppose someone has to get it started.
Are you Walshy?
Yeah. Hello there. I remember the first time.
I remember the first time I smuggled a Halloween costume into the pub. I didn't care as long as I got into the pub. I knew people were going to be scared, but I didn't care.
I didn't need a fake ID because they couldn't see my face.
They always said that.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Yeah, sure. Why would I care? I was making too much money to care.
I was making so much money that I didn't care. People were saying that I should care, and I was like, I didn't care.
Yeah, those fucking things, man. What is your man's name? I think we talked about him before and I couldn't remember his name. Is it Paul? It's something like Paul O'Connell. I know Paul O'Connell is the rugby player, like, isn't he? But it's a
One of
very...
the fucking journalist fellas.
Yeah. He's so full of
Paul
shit.
Willems, is it?
I don't know. Everything
No.
he does is so fake and so set up. It's ridiculous.
No,
like.
Paul Willems is like a crime writer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a
Could
Sunday
be,
World.
yeah.
Sunday World.
Yeah, there's the other fella. You know the fella I'm on about anyway.
I think
The
so, yeah.
fella with the black hair.
Oh, yeah. So I got in
man.
the car
So
and I went to the stronghold of this person.
Yeah, I
and we
infiltrated the underground scene of fucking
Yeah.
smoking giants or something. Like, shut up,
This
man.
guy gave me a 10 spot
But
in the car park.
the thing
and
that makes
he
me
didn't
laugh-
even give it back.
He agreed to sell me a few Xanaxes.
And he took one of them right in front of me, miraculously.
And just before he left, he told me there was a lot more where that came from.
Yeah.
Which leads me to believe this is a major organization.
Yeah, he told me there was a lot more where that came from, which means there was a lot more where that came from. Yeah.
Fuck's
I
sake.
actually felt sick when I saw those fake generators. Like, fuck off, man, come on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, really dramatic
I
about it.
know
But that's the
fella
thing,
you're on
like, yeah.
And he's
he'd
driving along in this, like, fucking, like, with a plaster over the Toyota badge of his steering wheel and stuff, like.
Yeah.
I
he's,
went to meet with one of these drug dealers and he fucking was like, yeah, well, I made like 400,000
That's the thing that annoys me, yeah.
last week.
He's like, I infiltrated the underground fucking scene, and I listen, I got this drug dealer to talk to me and blah, blah, blah. Your man then sitting down in the shadow with his voice changed, and he's all this like, he was like, would you ever think of giving up this life now and just getting a real job? I said, sure, why would I? I'm making too much money.
Yeah.
Why would I bother getting a job and all this?
I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
He's just intentionally saying, that's him, Paul Connolly, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck off, Paul Connolly. Seriously, man.
Oh, man, imagine.
He's like the fucking...
I
So those lads on YouTube to set up the pranks.
Yeah.
They're all fake pranks. That's what he is, a fake documentary maker. They're all bullshit.
Somebody rang me before, right? I'm not going to say it. It was one of the documentaries that was on. I forgot about this. One of the documentaries that was on, right? And they were on about fucking South Hill and blah, blah, blah. And I listened, like rob cars and blah, 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 right?
Okay.
So I had uploaded a video of all different videos that people sent me onto YouTube, right? So this a fella that he was talking to, I don't know if it was him, it was somebody else maybe, and they were talking to, no, it wasn't him, I don't know who the fuck it was. They were talking to somebody anyway. So this fella, your man rang me. I don't know, I didn't even know how he got my number. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, did you upload that video? Blah, blah, blah. This was fucking years ago now. Like, I was like, yeah. And I was thinking, like, they were just our videos I was sent on, like, and I basically compiled them and uploaded them, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I'm after giving a fella your number. No, he's doing a documentary, blah, 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 whatever. I was like, right. And I was thinking, how did you get my number?
Yeah.
Why did you give this fucking fella my number? And I remember, I was like, oh, yeah, I was speaking to blah, blah, blah there, and he said that you had this video and blah, 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 whatever. I was like, yeah. I said, I didn't record those or anything like that. I said, they were sent to me and I fucking uploaded them, blah, 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 whatever. And he was like, oh, right, because I was looking, like, to see if I could get some more footage for the documentary and blah, 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 whatever. I was like, yeah. And he kept kind of going on. I was like, yeah, I'll see, whatever. And I was thinking, like, I'm not fucking saying that, and God knows who the fuck this is, like, what he's on about, whatever. So I said, I was kind of trying to put him off, like, as it said, like, oh, yeah, sure, look, if anyone sends me anything, I'll let you know, whatever. And he was basically saying to me in different words, if there's anything going on, let us know, and we'll come record it.
Yeah.
Do you know, and it was like he was even pushing to the thing, like, if you know anybody who'll go and do something like this and get it so we can record it on the video, like a car being joyriding or whatever the fuck, like that.
No
like,
problem, but
like, sure, I'll see, whatever, blah, blah.
And when they burn out my mother's house, thinking, can I come, will you come down and pick me up as well, and I'll stay in your house, yeah?
So it was just like, fuck this.
Madness, yeah. You don't last long around Limerick with that carry on.
No.
You know what I mean?
But it's not even like, oh, fucking, do you want to show me fucking footage of somebody, whatever? Because, do you know, you definitely would have found people back then who would go, like, do you want to be in a documentary? And they'd be like, yeah, I'll put on a fucking balaclava and I'll do it. No, whatever. But it wasn't even that. But even the people who were in these documentaries, like, weren't going like, oh yeah, well, this person did this and that and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But, like, do you know, they were just telling their own things about it, whatever. So there was nothing even bad going on like that. Like, they were just telling stories and shit. Like, but yeah, it was like he just wanted more fucking stuff, and it was like he didn't care how he got it either.
Yeah.
It was just like he was like, oh, sure, you might know of something that might be happening or whatever. I can't remember now, this is fucking years ago. And he was like, you might know, like, when something might be going down or blah blah, and all this. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't know, sure, I'll see if I can find anything out. And then I fucking asked somebody else who I thought might know, like, I was like, come here, this fella got onto me because that other fella gave my number and blah blah blah, whatever. What you go out with that fucking age? He said he was up and me as well. He says, trying to put words in my mouth and blah blah blah, whatever. So I was like, yeah, fuck this.
Nah, madness, man. Can you imagine, like, if there was stuff going around the place and camera crews kept turning up and people were wondering, how does this keep happening? And then someone found out that you were calling your man every time something was going on, like, for fuck's sake.
Like, it's grand, boys, it's only me.
He's only making a documentary, don't worry about it.
Well, yeah, fuck that.
Madness. So that part of it always made me laugh, though. He always got this big time drug lord to come in and sit down with him and tell him about how much money he was making. Like, and these boys were saying, like, we're making about 4 million a year, like, and all this crack. There's no one who's making that kind of money from drugs is going to sit down and tell some fucking idiot like him all his business.
Imagine him ringing him. He'd be like, come here, I understand that you do this and you make this much money, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to come on our documentary? Why would I?
Yeah,
no, that's what he's saying. The same thing that he's saying on it. But I don't know, unless it's just people who are small time and making out like they're big time going on it, and he's like, oh, well, we're willing to pay you this much to come on our documentary, blah blah.
Yeah, and so the worst part about it then, like, anytime there's one of them on, when I'm in my mother's house or whatever, mother and father sitting down like, oh Jesus, see that now? That stuff that's going on out there now, and you wouldn't think it. And I'm there them watching it going, he fucking slow or what? There was one thing on there about hitmen. Did you see that?
I don't know.
All these Irish hitmen. I can't remember what the fuck it was called. It was something about, anyway, something hitman or hitman for hire or something like that. It was just showing about all the different murders that happened, like, around Limerick and everywhere else, like. But they were naming all the people, and he was going about there's the novice hitman, and there's this hitman, and there's the expert, and there's the international hitman, you know, all this kind of shit. It's just things that he just made up, like, and he was putting all these different hitmen into different groups, all, not even hitmen, but people who killed someone, like, you know. And then, like, my father was sitting down watching it, and I was like the whole time going, this is a lot of bollocks. Like, next thing my mother came in, father was like, look at this now, right? There's a novice hitman, right? And then and started explaining the whole thing like this was all facts now, and I was just like, oh, for God's sake, this is just bullshit that this fella's making up.
If it was me anyway, and I was the only hitman in Ireland, and I was going on to the show, I'd be like, oh, Jesus, there's hundreds of us. So then you fucking, instead of telling him your full story, fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. all those old stupid documentaries on RTE and that kind of
But
crap.
yeah, I was just thinking, if it was me, they asked me to fucking go into the corner and be that dark faced fella, if I was this big drug dealer or whatever and I was making all this money, I'd just start saying all these mad things and just make out like, no, that's just, I always say that, like, you know, like about the thing I was saying a minute ago. But like, yeah, well, I was making like millions, and then people asked me to stop, and I said, why would I stop? And I don't give up. And man, you'd be looking like, why did you say that? Like, oh, that's just how I speak.
Yeah.
And then
That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
every day, just that's all you say differently. Then like, but again, my mother asked me would I ever stop, and I said, ma'am, I wouldn't stop. And she'd be like, oh, but what about your family? I'm like, but I honestly couldn't give up.
Imagine actually being asked to go on to a documentary or any interview, right? And you just decide in your head something like that beforehand. That the one thing is after popping into my head is just putting T's at the end of things. You know, the whole time, like we were talking about before. Like, yeah, I'll do it, and then just act dead serious, and the whole way through, you're like, that bastard, my cousin Gerard anyway came along, right? And it was freezing on the same night. Now,
even using phrases that you wouldn't fucking use, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, well, my mother used to always say that I was a terror. And, every time she got a taxi up the road and the taxi driver was talking about what happened, she knew it was me and she was marked. And your man is like, could you not? And you're like, oh, I can't just speak the way, I can't just change the way I speak. Like,
Talking pure normal off camera. Like,
If you're like,
as soon as it starts,
you're
you
like,
switch.
I remember the first time that I smuggled all this drugs in. When I saw that bag open up and all the drugs falling down on the ground, I was weak. I was weak laughing. I couldn't.
And do you take the drugs yourself? Well, one time I tried it, but I was like, vom.
I just saw so many drugs falling out of that bag, and I just stood up and I looked at all my cronies and I just said, can't even. And I just left. I had to go. Can't now.
Cannot deal.
Stop.
I just cannot deal.
Stall now before I get weak into your face.
What do you do when people don't pay you? When people don't pay on time, I can't even be dealing with them now.
Can you deal now? Can you deal? Like, you better pay me. You know how dangerous I am. And then the person is like, what do you mean dangerous? You're fool. I slap that off you. Like, stop now before I get weak into your face. I will snap. And your man's looking like, and this is how you really be like, oh yeah, 100% you really I remember the first time. But like, and do you not care? I don't give a Alex.
Tell them pure details. Like, I usually walk around in a yellow t-shirt with a Louis Vuitton bag full of drugs. At 6 o'clock every evening in the corner.
Shades out looking for this fella every night.
Yeah. Are they pure like okay, when you talk now, we're going to start recording now, and you just fucking say the details, but don't give any names or places, whatever. So then you go on there, and second to start recording, I remember the first time I went down to number, blah, 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 and then this person came out to the door, and I was like, hi, is such a person around? And they're like,
the password is.
Yeah, what I like to do sometimes is I dress up as a postman, and I have the bike and everything, and I have all the fake letters inside in the bags, and I cycle around. That's how I deliver my drugs. You're getting postmen ripped off their bike around the town. They'd be like watching him. Yeah, he's definitely not a postman. Look at him, he's acting too suspicious.
Start naming guards, then.
Yeah. So I called down to this person, and he was like, okay, that's a guard. And like, hi, is this guard around?
To bring you back the next time, like, I was actually joking about the postman. What I actually do is I dress up as a priest. Father Murphy getting ripped out of it walking down the road.
I dress up as a car wash attendant and I wash cars, and then I act like nothing. And what, people buy the drugs after then? No, they just pay me for washing the cars. Like, okay, and when do you deal the drugs? Oh jeez, I wouldn't do that anymore.
So when do I get my €50?
People like, I thought you were going to tell us that you were dealing drugs. Oh, Jesus, no. I remember the first time I washed a car. The person whose car I was washing was a drug dealer. And he said to me, would you not start dealing drugs? You can make a lot of money. And I looked at him and I said, I don't give a panic.
But when did you start dealing drugs? Oh, I thought you said cleaning rugs. I was cleaning rugs. Sorry. Folks, they could waste his time altogether. Man, I'm going to look out for things like that in future. If I get asked to do something, I just think about how can I waste this person's time. Oh, man. It'd be brilliant.
Just
and then if it's RTE, then he probably has a budget of about 400 quid, so you're just going to waste that whole budget.
The documentary would never even go ahead. Just try and say a certain word. loads of times
Yeah.
and have someone watching. But like, do you ever see like a fucking
Super
documentary?
Troopers.
No,
Oh,
I don't know.
thought you were gonna
But
say
you ever
something
be
else.
watching, like, not even a documentary, but you ever be watching like a news report or something, and someone is like, so this guy came and he started shooting or whatever, and just mad Americans, whatever, like, and then it's just somebody who says a certain word like loads and loads of times, and there's a little counter down the end of the screen.
Oh,
it's like pinging.
yeah.
But like, so basically this guy came along, and then basically he just like basically and basically and basically.
Remember the hockey player and everything like that, and we're looking forward to a good season and everything like that, and everything like that. It was fucking
He
worse
just
than
kept
Russell.
saying it, yeah.
What was done? I was thinking
Russell does things like that.
Imagine you were in the middle of an interview and you just you just pull out a bag of crisps and just have it.
Like that Rubber Bandits prank phone call. Remember that years ago?
Crunching. I was thinking of Mary getting a pair of pants out of it.
He chomping into a pack of potatoes.
I have a goat named Barry.
Blurred out face and see a big potato bag and munching it. And you stopped in when he tells you to stop, and you pull out a second one then for when it's there.
I remember the first. Oh Jesus, sorry, I had a word of his original caught in my throat there. I remember the first time.
I've heartburn.
What was that?
Cheese no potatoes, but cheese no potatoes, boiled some heartburn.
Did you watch Super Troopers?
Probably years ago, I don't
It's
know.
about like the highway patrol officers, whatever the fuck you call them. They used to play a game instead of two partners. Like it was like
ABBA.
You have to when they pull someone over, he has to say meow as many times as he can. So that was his thing. Like they'd go up and the other fella's counting how many times he says it while he's interviewing someone or whatever. Like they're like, all right, meow, sir. Do you have any idea, meow, how many? All this kind of shit. Like, that's what I thought you were going with that a while ago.
No, I fucking don't remember that.
Oh no!
I remember.
Should we talk about this? It's a bit fucking depressing to be talking about, isn't it? In fairness. First step towards justice. George Floyd, death cop. Derek Chauvin is charged with third-degree murder after kneeling on dead during arrest. Fuck, I didn't realise he had kids, no. I didn't really hear much about
do you know
that
why
man
he
himself.
was getting arrested?
Yeah, fucking fraud check or something.
Well, it said that they thought he was committing fraud.
Yeah.
But I don't know, was he? Or what, like? But even if he was, like, that's no...
Yeah, I think someone in the shop reported that he tried to cash a check or something like that. Yeah. But like...
But still, like...
With it being America now, like, it could have been any fucking black man because that's the way they carry on, like.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you fit the description. Man, did you watch the fucking video?
No, I couldn't even watch it, man.
He shows 8 minutes on the back of his neck, and people shouting and screaming and get off, like, and he just.
And did he? Like, is that what killed him? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, did he go unconscious on the ground?
Yeah, limp, man. And after he was out, like people were screaming at the police officer. Breathe. He's out. He's unconscious. I think you're after killing him. Check his pulse, please. Check if he has a pulse. Will you check? And they were screaming this for about 3 minutes after he went unconscious. Like,
and when they got up off him, then dude. About 3 or 4 of them just dragged him across onto a
stretcher.
A stretcher, yeah.
I mean, there was no.
And was one be careful with him, like the paramedic was.
Was there 3 or 4 cops there all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was kind of 3 standing around your man, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And one Asian looking fella, he was telling the
prick.
He's telling him to go away, like, and stop recording and all this.
Did you see that bastard that is fucking kneeling on his neck, man? A sick little cunt. If you watch it in the video, he was enjoying that, like you could see it in his face. He was really fucking enjoying it.
Watch
like,
his hand. Why is his hand in his pocket?
His hand's in his pocket, just pure casual about it. But the thing about it,
this is no effort. I'm in full control here.
Yeah,
like, kind of thing, like
just being casual. But like if you watch it, man, you can see him repositioning himself where he's digging his knee in further onto the side of his neck, and then he starts to take all his weight off the ground, like so that all of his full body weight is on his neck.
His wife, anyway, fucking the cop's wife filed for divorce already.
Yeah.
She was Miss Minnesota or something, wasn't she, before?
Oh, was she? I don't know.
Yeah.
He's a sick little bastard, man. I swear to God, to do that, like if you watch the video, I had to skip through the video because I couldn't keep watching the whole thing. People were screaming and everything, and it was just like, Jesus Christ. But at the end of it, like where he was out and everything, and he still wouldn't get off his neck, and he was still like, he was a few times you can see him kind of like just barely repositioning so that he got the knee in there on the right spot. He knew exactly what he was doing. Like after watching the video, you would say he 100% intentionally killed that man. Like intentionally, he knew what he was doing. Like anyone who's had any kind of training, like police officer or anything like that, they know what a blood choke is like. If you put pressure on the side of someone's neck, especially if you do it on both sides at once, they're out in under 10 seconds. They're unconscious. Like that's the rear naked choke that you see in MMA. Like that's what it does. It doesn't stop you from breathing. It puts pressure on the sides of your neck. Like it cuts off the oxygen going to your brain. So you just lose consciousness in less than 10 seconds. And if they don't let go, if there was no ref, like, and they held on there for about a minute, that person would be dead. Like, He did it, like, he was only on one side of his neck, so maybe it took like 5 or 6 minutes or whatever, but he fucking knew what he was doing, like.
And did the video start while he was holding him down like that? Or did
the video starts with him pulling him out of the car and everything, and then I think
how did he end up on the ground? Was he resisting?
It didn't look like it at all, no. At all. There was one stage that looked like they had him in the back of the squad car and they were hitting him. And then they pulled him out and he walked casually over to the wall and everything, and he was handcuffed and all behind his back, wasn't he?
When they sit on the curb for a while and then that ensued, like that. Dragged him on.
I don't know what the fuck happened there, like. But either way, like, Jesus Christ, like, where in his training was he taught to kneel on a person's neck, like?
But imagine you being there now, like, if you were one of those cops working with him and you saw somebody doing that, you're going to be thinking, man, can't do that, like.
But that's it, none of them did. There was at least 4 of them there and none of them did, like. And they were saying it like all the other people who were recording this were trying to get in closer, and there was another officer stopping them and telling them to move back, and they were saying, are you seriously going to leave him do that? Look at what he's doing, he's kneeling on his neck. And your man was like, I'm not having this conversation with you, move along.
Did they record their faces too?
Yeah, the whole lot got his badge number and everything. They should all be arrested, like, they were all part of it. Yeah, look, there's 4 of them there.
Fucking hold them down. That's assisting, like.
Yeah, they were all part of it, man. There's something going on there, like, they went out of their way to fucking do that, like. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
They are supposed to be one of the most corrupt police departments in America.
Oh, yeah.
But that fella that was kneeling on his neck, there was several complaints about him. He shot and killed a fella before and shot another fella.
Did it all seem racist, like, or was it just, well,
everything, like, but there was a lot of racism in this police department, like. But
he's a fucking sadistic little bastard, man. You can see it in his face, like, that he was enjoying what he was doing, like, do you know?
Fuck, I don't care, even if your man was fucking 100% in the wrong, committing fraud.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fucking arrest him and let him do his time.
Exactly. It wasn't even a violent crime or anything like that. There was no need to fucking, like, no matter what he did, they should have just restrained him properly and held him down. Like, there's no need to ever kneel on someone's fucking neck.
Even in the back of the fucking squad car, like.
Yeah, like, fucking madness, like.
Did you see all the riots?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Like,
that fucking Logan Paul, I think, fucking Egypt, went into one of the supermarkets recording what was going on and got fucking tear gassed.
Brilliant.
He was like, all I was doing was documenting the riots or whatever, the looting and stuff like that. So, but
fuck you, you're still trespassing.
Like.
I've no problem with the protests and whatever, but people just using this excuse to riot and loot shops. And like, you want to stop acting the bollocks.
Yeah, that's weird.
There was a march in Dublin today for that.
Yeah, they were protesting in Limerick as well.
Black Lives Matter kind of a thing, like.
Yeah, they were all. Did you see them down the side of Supermax on Bedford Row?
No.
A load of them sitting out with their signs all chanting Black Lives Matter. Yeah, I think it was weird that you have to even say that, like.
O'Connell Street in Dublin. I think that's where they had it. There was a fucking massive turnout. I heard a fella on the radio talking about it, like, and he was saying it's great that fucking, you know, so many people turned out. But
yeah, it's good, like, to show solidarity with these kind of matters, like. But Jesus, man, what is the fucking like, what's the solution to this, like?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? How can you ever stop that?
And what's the story with it? This fucking police department is just backwards or something?
It seems to be the whole of America. It just seems to be all fucking, like, it happens all over America. It's not just there, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking, remember your man not too long ago as well? The same thing, I can't breathe, were his last words as well, where they choked him from behind. Your man actually caught him. He was a big fella, like a big black man as well, like, and this little fucking scrawny bastard caught him from behind and choked him out. Rear naked choke, like, and he would not let go, and he was screaming like, I can't breathe, and then he just fucking died as well, like. Same thing, like.
And what happened? Did that cop get arrested?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember now. There was only in the last few years, and everyone was wearing the t-shirts with the I can't breathe on it and everything, like. And now they're all doing it again, like,
is
same
that him
fucking
that was there
thing,
a
like.
few minutes ago in the other picture with your man? Did he have long hair? He looked kind of like a wrestler.
Don't think so. I didn't see him, no.
I saw a picture a minute ago. It was like a mural on the wall, and your man, that guy George Floyd, was on one side.
Yeah.
And there was this other fella on the other side with kind of long, kind of, what was that wrestler with the long kind of fucking hair?
Oh, Jesus.
The kind of wavy kind of hair. Was it Shawn Michaels or something?
Yeah,
He had that kind of hair, like.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he had, no. But
this police officer, he's convicted of third-degree murder.
What's third degree?
Third-degree murder is the killing of a human being when perpetuated without any design or effect to effect death. So they're basically making out that he didn't want to kill him.
Manslaughter.
He got charged for manslaughter as well.
First degree would be directly like shooting a person with the intent to kill someone.
And so I can't understand. He got third degree murder and manslaughter.
Third degree murder sounds like manslaughter, but he just called out there, like.
Yeah, but I think he got two. There was two charges. No, didn't get different.
They must have 2 charges there. I saw that. Yeah.
But that's what they're charging this fella with now.
Yeah, third degree murder and manslaughter.
Oh, this is fucking hilarious, like.
That's why I read it out. Like.
I thought you were talking about that was a thing that he was charged with in the past, but this is the
That's the cop. That's the cop he's been done for now. Yeah.
fuck me, man. How like?
But what is how long is third degree murder? I wonder, and manslaughter. Like, you know, does it say how long he actually fucking got?
Well, he hasn't been convicted of it, has he?
He has, yeah.
Has he?
Yeah.
Lost his job, everything's gone.
It's
him and 3 other officers.
he lost his job straight away. Nearly, and he was convicted and everything in about 3 or 4 days. They said it was the first, it was the quickest kind of fucking thing. But I suppose it was causing so much hassle, like in the city or whatever the fuck. They probably said, like, we have to deal with this now.
Fucking
away.
It's a
Trump
clear
didn't
cut
lock
case.
himself away into a bunker.
Yeah.
Over all the riots, he fucking hid away in a bunker.
Trump is a gas man. If you start looting, we start shooting. He says.
Did he?
Apparently, yeah. That's what I've seen in loads of videos like that. A lot of these protesters are saying it. Like, they're like, calm down. You heard what Trump said. If we start looting, they start shooting and all this. Like,
the child said to me a while ago that, I don't know where she saw it. It must have been fucking TikTok or something like that. But they were saying that if you're going out in the street, wherever this shit is going on, wrap an American flag around yourself, because then nobody will want to push you over because they don't want the flag hitting the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know how fucking... It sounds like something that fucking somebody would say, like,
yeah.
And then she was like, it's a bit weird that they care about a flag more than a person.
Yeah, fucking yeah, man. That's like, America's a weird place, like, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same, but like the way the police are over there. If that same thing happened here, if any of us were out in the street and we saw a guard here, one of our police officers doing that to someone, we could tackle him and take him off that person. Like, do you know what I mean? We could, like. And we fucking would too if you've seen this, man, the way it happened. Like, if you were standing there watching a fucking guard do that to someone in the middle of the town, 100% you'd pull him off. Like, over there, you know what's going to happen if you try to grab him.
Shot.
Yeah, the rest of them are just going to shoot the shit out of you. Like.
As I was saying there, just about the fucking flag thing, I don't know how true that was, but it does fucking, if there was a person standing here and there's an American flag here and you spat on both of them, you get more trouble over spitting on the flag. Like.
Yeah, it's a weird old lad, isn't it?
Do you know? So, like, I don't know. It's fucking... They are very backwards, I think, with that sort of thing. Like,
it's fucking, man, I don't know. Like, that, I just, like, I can't make it out, like, what the solution is to this, because it's those kind of positions where you have authority, those kind of jobs, like, they attract certain types of people. You know, you're going to have nice people who want to help in their community and this and that. Then you have the fucking little scumbags who want to just push people around, and they want to have the authority, and then there's always going to be racist people in among them. Like, how the fuck do you weed them out? Like, it's lousy on all the good police officers that are out there. Like, I saw one video, did you see that one of the police officer? I think he was the sheriff of some town or whatever. He came out to the crowd and he was like, whoa, listen, we're not here to stop you from doing anything or whatever. We're here to tell you that we're on your side, that fucking scumbag doesn't represent the rest of us at all, you know, and that he's going to get locked up. That's what he deserves and all this. You know, we're not on his side, we're on your side. We're going to march with you. And all the fucking police officers marched down the town with him. Like, and there's a lot of police officers taking a knee and all this crack in the middle of these protests. Did you see the one where they rounded up so many people that they put them into a bus, and the bus driver walked out and he said, I'm not driving it.
Fuck off.
He was supposed to drive him to jail. Like, the bus driver was like, no, not driving the bus. There's some mad scenes over there. All
like, the people who are getting arrested for a riot and all.
Yeah, they brought down buses to take away all the people, like, and the bus driver refused to drive it. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
But then again, like, there's going to be fucking a cop who's just going to go on, I'll drive it, and just jump in if I drive the fucking thing. But still, like, it just shows that people are taking a stand. Like,
most of them probably don't know how to drive a bus.
I suppose probably can't drive.
He's like, well, what is this? How do I do the gears? End up crashing it. But
questions from the audience, have we?
I'd say we probably do. I think I have some. I didn't post anything today because where are we gone? Oh yeah, this one. Oh yeah, this Susan asked us to talk about Elon Musk's newborn son's name. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
like,
how is it pronounced again?
I don't know. I don't know. I know there's ash in the middle of it or something.
Yeah. But it's like, once you know that there's ash in the middle of it, then that means that there's only one or two, and then ash, and then one or two. It's like XY ash 92 or something.
But he was legally had to change it to a normal name. Like,
did he?
Because there were certain symbols that you can't put in someone's name.
Yeah. And it's only right, man. Jesus, like, drive the young fella mad. Imagine that being your name. Like, it's bad enough even when you go on a foreign holiday or something and no one can say your name or whatever. Like, that's even happened to me. Like,
but I suppose
common.
People would be just calling him Ash, I suppose, wouldn't they?
I don't know. But it's anywhere like where your name is taken and you have to wait to be called or something. That's when that trouble happens, and the person coming out like, what the fuck? Like, I remember being in Australia and we were staying in a hostel, and there was like 10 beds in this room at the start or whatever, and some other Irish lads checked in, and then the manager came up with his clipboard, and he was like, that other Irish guy, and he was looking at it. He was like, is he here? We were like, who? Which fella? And he was trying to read it, and he was like, Toirleach? Is there a guy here called Toirleach? And we were like, what the fuck? I went over and looked at it, and Turlock, your man's name was like. So I was like, oh, Turlock. And then I called the boys, and I was like, was your man's name Turlock or whatever? And he was, yeah, he checked out. He just checked out without telling anyone. But like, your man like hadn't a clue how to fucking read it.
So
like.
it's X-Ash A12, isn't it?
Yeah, and the A12 then is a fucking a fighter jet, wasn't it?
Yeah,
an old fighter jet or something like that. And the X.
He sent his fucking rocket up to space yesterday, didn't he?
Oh, did he? Was that him? Yeah.
Yeah. It was the first time that there wasn't kind of like the government sending something to space. I think something like that.
Yeah, they sent 2 people up on to the ISS,
the space station.
That thing is playing there. Listen to it.
Was that what that noise is?
Yeah.
I was wondering what the fuck it was. But yeah, the astronauts were listening to AC/DC Back in Black on the way up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shown.
Where are they going, like?
The space station, wherever that is.
Oh, the International Space Station, yeah.
Never
he's sending people up to that?
He sent 2 people up to it, they're up there.
How is he allowed to do that?
I don't know.
You not the money.
I thought
I heard that, anyone. But I heard that, but I didn't think it was him. I didn't know it was him that did that. Yeah. Jude was only talking about it earlier on, saying that he's SpaceX. Fascinated with it and he'd love to go up to the space station and all this.
Was he on about fucking looking out? You went to see it over Ireland or something like that.
Oh yeah, you can see it sometimes passing, can't you?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
What is this space station? I don't know anything about it.
It's just like a big ship that's just floating around up there.
And what are they doing, boarding that?
Yeah, they go in there, like, you can go up and dock up beside it, like, and go in, like, and just fucking, it's floating around. It orbits the fucking world or something.
And can you open up a bag of potatoes and let them float all over the place like
Homer Simpson did? I think so. You're all floaty inside there, like, aren't you?
Yeah.
Zero gravity, man, that'd be class, wouldn't it? Imagine the somersaults you could do.
Never underestimate the power of space station.
Yeah, that's it there, look. It's like a big load of solar panels or something with a little space in the middle. And I don't know what it's doing.
While they were going up there, they took a video and proved that the Earth is round as well.
Ah, yeah. They'll never prove that.
So, there were people saying like, oh, they proved it. No, they were like, SpaceX proves that the Earth is not flat.
Yeah. And then all the flat earthers will come back with this,
like,
that, and the other thing. No.
This would be true if it wasn't filmed in a fucking film studio.
Fisheye lens, bro. Oh yeah, I saw that actually as well there recently. There was more videos released of the fake moon landing. They never fucking went to the moon, like, never. I know for a fact, man. There's just there recently. Did you see it, Mike? You know?
No.
NASA or whatever, whoever the fuck, I can't remember who it was, or it might have been I think it was like a film production company that was hired to make these videos, to fake these fucking moon landing videos. I think they might have released them or something like that. But they were just put up on WikiLeaks only in the last few months or whatever. I only saw it there recently. You can see them staging the whole fucking thing out in the desert, and all this, yeah. And you can see the camera crew and the people, and then your man is like bouncing along, and you're like, this is ridiculous.
Could it be a really good remake?
A really good remake?
Could that video footage that they released be a really good remake of the moon landing?
Of the real moon landing?
If they did go to the moon.
Or it could have been a movie that they were making about the moon landing.
Yeah.
No, this is the whole thing. Like, if you watch it, you'll know, like, that it's...
Where's this now?
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you just Google like that,
fake moon landing,
new moon landing videos released or something like that, you'll find it. Like, it's fucking even try and Google it there, Mikey, and just see if it comes up, because it should be fairly easy to find. But like when you watch it, it's new moon landing video footage,
20th of July,
restored, 2014, 2019.
Maybe if you do it in YouTube, Mikey, and then go to
it might be,
upload date, and it'll be like this year.
It might be WikiLeaks or some shit like that as well, but I definitely saw it on YouTube anyway, and it was just like,
if you search on YouTube and then click after you search, click go to the settings and type in like upload date and go to this year.
Moon landing footage.
Where is it again?
What's that one there? Original recorded footage, not Relive Apollo's 11.
Filter, upload date should be there. This is all SpaceX now, you see, because they're just gone. They're only gone.
It's definitely on there. I will find it and share it. The little bastards making a liar out of me.
No moon landing fake.
I think it was about 11 minutes of it as well, and you can hear him like chatting away and like redoing things and
But like, no, here, that's wrong.
yeah. Nah, man, I could see your.
I can see your tacky.
Yeah, I'll find them and share it at some stage. The yeah, there's no way, man. I don't believe for a second they went to the moon back in the 60s.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never thought like, oh, that's Mark.
Yeah,
So
it was just.
I just spent my whole life believing like, oh yeah, they're on the moon.
They just fucking a space race like between them and Russia, wasn't it? So they just wanted to win that race, like to be said that they were the first to went to the moon, and like there was so many stupid things. There was someone as well that like one of those astronauts or someone gave someone a piece of moon rock or something, wasn't it? And then they got it analysed and it turned out to be a little bit of wood or something like that. Like, this came from the moon now.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, everything was lies. Like, but yeah, I just don't think they had the technology or the know-how to do that shit back then. Even
technology
now.
Out of steady hand.
Like, how, like, the thing that always bothers me is, like, if you take off out of this planet, fair enough, and then you're flying towards the moon, how the fuck do you land on the moon? Like, you're flying towards it, do you know? And then what do you do? Like, go up above it and come back down and land on it, or what? Like,
well, it's the same with the world, like. When you're flying, like you'd
have to, like, you kind of come in,
slingshot around it.
Yeah.
Gravity pulls you in, so the gravity slows you down, then you land.
That's fucking madness, like, isn't it? How did they know that, like?
Because they've done a lot of tests and shit. I don't know.
Probes.
What?
Sending probes.
Probes.
Probably Google it.
Probably Google it back in the 60s.
So Elon Musk is going to send people to Mars in 4 years' time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I suppose that'd be how it would work, wouldn't it? You have to get into the atmosphere or whatever, and then it has its own gravitational field and all this. Oh, man, I don't know. But then, like, gravity is completely different as well then on the moon. I don't know. Oh, stop, man. What is it, like 8 times lighter or something? The gravitational field is 8 times
I'd be fat.
weaker. Ah, stop.
Be penciled.
You have to jump 8 times higher. Be like a skinny mini.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Hey, you guys.
Oh, it's time for Taking the Mikey.
This is how you know if you're a bad person. If you laugh, you're bad. If you don't laugh, you're a fucking idiot.
Don't give a ballocks.
Mikey doesn't give a ballocks.
I saw 2 blind guys squaring up to each other for a fight. I shouted, "My money's on the one with the knife." You should have seen them both run away.
Bad person.
What's the difference between a girl and a fridge? The fridge doesn't moan when you put meat in it.
For fuck's sake.
I'm not saying it's rough where I live, but the stores are selling Father Days cards in packs of 5.
Taking the Mikey. You went easy on him this week.
Yeah, we have to do him a jingle for like the 100 one or something like that.
Fuck's
Really,
sake. Even before that.
Yeah.
If I could just find the time.
Busy schedule.
I still managed to be busy lately, like, which is very annoying, but sure, how bad? What else? We were gone over time, I'd say, we, Mikey?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Adam Houlihan asked us to talk about Mike Tyson being back. We did that anyway. Yeah, this whole thing, Gary Ryan, who's a top fan on Facebook, is his top fan badge now. Fair play to him, right, Gary? Yeah, we could talk about Kim Jong-un being dead, or is he? Wouldn't surprise me if he rose from the dead to prove to his people that he really is some kind of god, Gary said.
He just hid away or something like that, and he just didn't make any public appearances for a certain amount of time, and then people were like, "Oh, he's dead." I think. I don't know.
Yeah, they do seem to think he's some kind of a god, like, don't they? Or he demands to be treated as such.
I think when he came back, then everybody was bawling. Like,
did he come back?
Yeah,
he's back and on, is he?
Fully sure, isn't he?
I don't know.
I saw a picture of him standing there with a crowd of people around him, and they're all bawling. Like, and I thought that was when he came back, or whatever the fuck. Like, his weight came up there on the Google suggestions.
I know.
Yeah, picture was just a crowd of people around not crying, and then they just photoshopped their face.
That's Kim Jong-il now at the top. Oh yeah, this is Kim Jong-il. Death rumours. How did the media get it wrong? Oh, so he's not dead then.
Yeah, is he still in power?
Oh, look at this shit. If you click onto a news website, they ask you to subscribe and all this, like as if it's a newspaper and pay for it every week. No! You're all going to die out.
What
Dinosaurs.
happens when he's really gone?
Bruh.
Ah, you bastard.
What is this shit?
Bastard.
Same thing again? No. We will not subscribe now. Keep your story.
He's fine.
So he's grand anyway. We can see that they got it wrong. So
unmasked, bizarre ways.
Former leader was kept alive.
Ah, fuck off, you cunt.
North Korea created a health institute known for unusual and horrific practices. I can't see with this thing in my way. In a bid to keep one of the hermit state's former leaders alive. unearthed accounts reveal. This is an old story thing, is it?
How long is that? Go back up to the top, Mikey. There should be a date.
Yeah,
Is
it's
there?
fairly new, but it's talking about their former leader.
Dead ain't the
They're
man.
talking about Kim Jong-il, is it? They kept him alive for a while or something.
Dead ain't. Why was he
Dead
ill?
ain't. He was ill.
He was ill.
He was the illest.
Was Biggie Smalls is the illest.
Yeah,
Biggie Smalls is the illest.
man. Danny Gray as well said, talk about the German Football League and how the 22 players on the pitch play like normal with no protection, but the subs have to sit 2 meters apart from each other and wear masks.
Ah, for fuck's
There's a lot of that stupid shit going on as well. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just keeping up appearances. They did the same with the UFC. Like, they brought everyone in. Everyone was tested on the way into the building, and like everyone was given the all clear, obviously, or they weren't allowed in. Like, so all of that stuff is managed. So once they're in there, they know that everyone in there is clear. Like, and yet they still make people wear masks and all this, and then they can get into the octagon and slap the head off each other with no masks.
Well, just when they're saying there now about the fucking people playing the game and then people sitting down wearing the masks, right? Realistically, the people running around playing can't wear masks, obviously, yeah? The people that are sitting down can.
Yeah.
So, I'd say what they're trying to do is, okay, we're trying our best to fucking keep their distance when they can keep their distance and keep them covered up when we can keep them covered up.
Yeah.
Do you know? So
But
it's
eventually they're all going to come into contact with
I
each
know,
other.
yeah, but it's less.
Yeah, but
Do you
I'd
know?
say that the point is, like, they were all definitely tested beforehand.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they know all of these people are clear, but they make them wear masks and sit apart
Yeah, I
for
suppose.
some reason.
But
I don't
that's
know.
the way I think it is for a lot of people that are going like, oh, fucking, what's the point in keeping away from such a person if you're going to be around this other person or whatever the fuck, or do you know, like, what's the point in, oh, you're traveling together and you're putting on a mask and then you take it off and blah blah blah, and
Yeah, I know
sure,
what
you're
you're
going to be
saying,
around
like,
people then, but like,
Anything you can do to minimize the amount of people
Yeah.
you come in contact with should
Do you
be
know?
done. Like, yeah.
that's what
But
I
I'm
think
just
it is,
thinking, in a case like that where everyone is fucking tested and got the all clear,
they
and
should
then
be just
they're
on the bench kissing, like,
yeah, they're making them do all that stuff just
Yeah.
for appearances. So people are watching, going, "Oh, they're making an effort, fair play to them."
even though they're tested, like,
They
whatever.
should just make a bigger point of that. Like, everyone involved in this event has been tested and cleared. There is no virus
Yeah,
in this
put
area.
a-
No one else is allowed in. No public.
Put a
no
little
crowd.
ad at the start of every commercial break and at the end of every commercial
Yeah.
break. Do you know, it'd be like, oh, don't forget, guys, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Such a thing. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.
Up, down, left, right, A, B, start.
R1, R1, circle R2, up, down, up, down, up, down. You know what that is. What about R1, R2, L1, R2, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up? What's that?
No idea.
R1, R2, L1, R2, left, down, right, up, left, down, down, left. That's another one.
I just remember these from back in the Super Nintendo days. Up, down, left, right, A, B, start.
Yeah.
And you used to get something. Can't even remember.
Would your player go woo 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 and go? Yeah.
Something, I don't know. I can't even remember what game that was in. I think it was like, fuck, I don't know. You used to get some kind of powers. Can't remember. But yeah, I'd say Mikey's giving me the old symbol there, the middle finger.
Oh yeah.
Say that we are over time. We have gone over the time.
Over the time limit.
Yeah, hope everyone is feeling all right out there anyway this week.
And
Staying positive and
get
all
out
of
the
that.
back and get a bit of sun in you.
Yeah, if you're finding it hard to stay positive, then switch to feeling optimistic. It's a lot easier to be optimistic, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot clearer because you can just look back at all the bad things that have happened in the past and how they all passed and we were okay.
Yeah.
And that's just what's going to happen here
We'll
as
be
well.
fine. We'll be fine. We'll
This
be fine.
too shall pass. And we'll be back at it. It's fucking creeping in. Reality is creeping back in. Like, normality is creeping back in.
Yeah.
So just don't get too carried away with it. And yeah, still just keep your wits about you. And don't be fucking sticking yourself in the house all the time. And I've seen people on social media who are like, I haven't left the house in this many weeks and all that. You
Yeah,
can
fuck
leave
that.
the house, like, but just be a bit
Careful.
careful. Be mindful about who you're fucking, just keep an eye up ahead. When you see people coming towards you, move aside. Like, keep it, you know, you don't have to be that fucking, don't drive yourself mad and go off your game sitting in the house. Like, if it is like, because I see people are struggling to stay in the house and
Yeah.
oh God, how long more am I going to have to do this for? Go out for a walk, pick a nice quiet time and just keep your distance from other people. It'll be grand.
Do a few star jumps.
There's no need, like, it's not fucking airborne or anything. Like, you know, you're not going to fucking catch it if you just go for a walk and stay away from people. So then wash your hands and all that jazz. Yeah, be grand.
That's it. That's
Don't
it.
be driving yourself mad anyway sitting at home. Get out and about.
Bye, everyone.
But yeah, that's it. Talk to you next time.
Thanks.
Shake it easy.
Bye bye.
Love you loads from the back. Huh?